Let me tell you something about rebellion. Judas was the public rebel. There were other rebels inside though, but they were silent rebels. But Judas was the public rebel. The people Judas was talking to about perfumes in John chapter 12 is because they were open for the discussion. Okay, let me show you something else. John 18, bring John 18 up. John 18 from verse 15. John 18 from verse 15. John 18 from... Now read it loud and clear. Want to go? Follow Jesus. So did another disciple. That disciple was known unto the high priest and went in with Jesus into the palace of the high priest. Verse 16. Peter stood at the door without. Then went out the other disciple, which was known unto the high priest, and spake unto her that kept the door, and brought Peter in. Verse 17. Then said the damsel that kept the door unto Peter, art thou not also one of this man's disciples? You don't understand that story. A disciple with Jesus entered the place where Jesus was to be killed. They hugged him and they welcomed him. When Peter came, they stopped him. They said, you are one of the disciples. Who was the man that entered now? He was a disciple. But as he was submitted to Christ, he was secretly meeting with them too. So Judas was the only one that did his own outwardly. There were many others who were conceiving it. There are secret rebels that as you are talking in church, they are talking in the crowd. You finish meeting, they do their meeting. You finish talking, they talk their own talk. Those are secret rebels. How come that this disciple entered the place? The high priest saw him. The girl at the door said, come in, come in, come in. When he saw Peter, said, hey, you are one of the disciples. What about the guy that just walked in that was a disciple too? They were familiar with him. As far as they were concerned, he was a ploy. He was a bait. He was part of them. You think Judas was the worst? He displayed his own publicly. There are people in a system. Nothing satisfies them. And that's the spirit of Absalom. The spirit of Absalom, nothing satisfies it. Once you notice rebellion, don't nurture it. Don't try to encourage rebellion thinking it will kill it. You don't encourage rebellion. You cut it off. Cut it off before it grows. Cut it off. You don't encourage rebellion. You don't try